So good morning students. Today we will recall whatever we have learnt in our yesterday's class first. Okay. So I have taught you this yesterday. Do you remember? Sine of pi by 2 minus theta. What is this? Do you remember? How? First, what we have to check? We have to check the quadrant in which it lies. Okay, so pi by 2 minus theta lies in which quadrant? First quadrant. Pi by 2 minus theta lies in the first quadrant. So first quadrant, all is positive. All the trigonometric ratios is positive. Therefore, this is positive. Okay, sine pi by 2 minus theta is positive. Now, pi by 2 is 90 degree. I have told you that the ratio changes for 90 and 270. That is, you keep it in mind as odd. 9 is odd, 27 is odd. Okay. So remember that it is odd. 9 and 27 it changes. Therefore, we have pi by 2, sine pi by 2 minus theta as cos theta. Then cos pi plus theta. Okay, so first we have to check with pi plus theta. Which quadrant it lies? Pi plus theta, it lies in this quadrant. Yes, third quadrant. Because this is 0, this is 90, this is 180, and this is 270, and this is 0 degree and 360 degree. Okay, therefore 180 plus theta lies in the third quadrant. So third quadrant, we know that all students take chocolate. Therefore T we have. So tan and its inverse is only positive. Therefore cos is negative. Therefore we have minus. Then pi. Pi is 180. So I have told you that 180 and 360 you take it as even because 18 and 36 is even. So take it as even. Therefore, when it is even, the ratio does not change. It remains the same. Therefore, cos pi plus theta is equal to minus cos theta. Okay. Then we will go for tan. Tan 3 pi by 2 minus theta. Okay, 3 pi by 2 minus theta lies in which quadrant? 3 pi by 2 is 270. So 270 minus theta lies in the third quadrant. Okay, 270 minus theta lies in the third quadrant. So third quadrant, tan is positive, therefore it is positive. Now 3 pi by 2 is 270. 270, as I said, 27 is odd, therefore it changes. Therefore tan changes to cot. Therefore we have cot theta. Then we'll take secant. Secant 2 pi plus theta. What is secant 2 pi plus theta? 2 pi plus theta lies in which quadrant? 2 pi is 360. So 360 plus theta lies in the first quadrant. Okay, it lies in the first quadrant. Therefore secant is positive. Now 2 pi is 360, therefore it is even. Therefore secant remains the same. Therefore we have secant theta. Okay, so similar like this we have to find. We can find for all the trigonometric ratios. So keep this in mind. Now we will come to periodicity of a trigonometric function. Periodicity of a trigonometric function. Periodicity of trigonometry functions. Okay. So when f is a function, so this f is said to be a periodic function with period p. So p is a period and f is a function. So it is a periodic function with period p if there exists a small positive integer p. So it is a positive integer. Okay, small positive integer, a small positive integer p such that f of x plus p is equal to f of x. So f is a function, p is a period, then the function f is said to be of period p if a small positive number p exists such that f of x plus p is equal to f of x. Example, what is sine x plus 2 pi? Sine x plus 2 pi is sine 2 pi. Okay, as we saw in the previous sums, you see this. It lies in which quadrant? First quadrant. 2 pi plus theta lies in first quadrant. 2 pi is 360. So it lies in the first quadrant. First quadrant sine is positive. Then 2 pi is 360. 360 is even. Therefore, sine remains the same. So we have sine 2 pi. Therefore, its period is 2 pi. Okay. And also we have here sine x plus 4 pi is also what? Sine 4 pi. But, and similarly sine x plus 6 pi is sine 6 pi. But which is the smallest? Sine 2 pi is the 2 pi is the smallest. Therefore, period of sine x is 2 pi. Period of sin x is equal to 2 pi. Okay. So what about tan x and cot x? Tan x cot x period is pi because tan x plus pi is equal to tan x. This is, sorry, it's not x sin x sin x. Okay, so tan x plus pi is equal to tan x and cot x plus pi is also equal to cot x. See, pi plus the x, 180 plus theta. 180 plus theta lies in the third quadrant. So third quadrant tan is positive, therefore it is positive. And 180 is even, therefore tan remains the same. Similarly is cot. Okay. Therefore, period of, similarly we can see, check for cos and all those. So period of cos x, cosecant x, secant x or 2 pi, and period of tan x and cot x is pi. Okay, only period of tan x and cot x is pi. Then what is a period? So when you consider sine curve, okay, this consider sine curve. So this is 1 and this is 0, and take pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, etc. And similarly we can take here minus pi by 2, minus pi and all those. So we know that sine 0 is 0. So this is y is equal to sine x curve. Okay. We know that sine 0 is 0. Therefore it passes through the origin. Then sine pi by 2 is 1. So it goes up here. Then we know sine pi is 0. So it comes down here. Then sine 3 pi by 2, that is sine 270 is minus 1. So it comes down. then sine 2 pi is 0, so it goes up, it goes like this. Okay, and here from 0 to 2 pi, from 0 to 2 pi, it completes one cycle. Okay, from 0 to 2 pi, it completes one cycle. That one cycle is called as the period. So, period of sin x is 2 pi. So, similarly, if you take y is equal to cos x function. So, here how the curve will be? X, y. So, this is 0, then pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, etc. So, 2 pi. And here similarly you have minus pi, minus pi by 2, minus pi, etc. Okay. And here when you take 1, sine 0, so sorry, this is cos. So, cos 0 is 1. So, the curve starts from 1. Okay, it starts from 1. And we know that cos pi by 2 is 0. So, it comes like this. Then, cos pi is minus 1. So, it is minus 1. Then, sine cos 3 pi by 2 is 0. Okay. Then, cos 2 pi is 1. Clear? Then, it goes like this. Okay. So, here the period for one cycle, that is, it takes 0 to pi. Okay, 0 to, yeah, here also it takes from 0 to 2 pi to complete one cycle. Okay, from 0 to 2 pi, it takes to complete one cycle, that is from here to here. Okay, it takes one cycle. Therefore, the period for cos x is also 2 pi. So, period is nothing but the time taken or period taken to complete one cycle is called as the period of the function. Now, coming to odd and even function. So, odd and even function. Okay, when do you say a function is odd and when it is even? So, consider f of x. Let f of x be a function. Then this function is said to be odd when f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. Okay, so in this case it is called as odd function. And when f of minus x is equal to f of x, it is called as even function. Okay, so example sine x, take f of x is equal to sine x. Then what is f of minus x? F of minus x is equal to sine of minus x. So it is equal to minus sine x. Sine of minus x, that is equal to minus sine x. So what is it? F of minus x is equal to minus f of x. Therefore, sine x is an odd function. Sine x is an odd function. So similarly, you take f of x is equal to cos x. So what about cos x? F of minus x is what? Cos of minus x. And we know that cos of minus x is cos x. So what is it? It is equal to f of x. So we have got f of minus x is equal to f of x. Therefore, cos x is an even function. Cos x is an even function. Okay. So now we will see the example. Example 3.14. Determine whether the following functions are even, odd or neither. So first subdivision. Okay, 2 subdivisions I will do, rest you can take it for homework. See, f of x is equal to sin square x minus 2 cos square x minus cos x. So what is f of minus x? It is equal to sin of minus x the whole square minus 2 cos of minus x the whole square minus cos of minus x. So it is equal to, what is sin of minus x? Minus sin x. So minus sin x the whole square minus 2 into, what is cos of minus x? Cos x. So cos x the whole square, and cos of minus x is cos x, so minus cos x. So what do you get? Minus sin x the whole square is sin square x minus 2 cos square x minus cos x. So it is equal to what? What we have got? It is equal to f of x. So enna vandirukku namakku? Therefore f of minus x is equal to f of x. Therefore f of x is an even function. Okay, so similarly you can do the fourth subdivision. What about second subdivision? Second one, f of x is equal to sin of cos x. So what is f of minus x? Sin of cos of minus x. So it is equal to, we know that cos of minus x is cos x. Therefore what is this? It is equal to f of x. Therefore it is f of x is an even function. So the other two you can take it for homework. Okay, now we will go to the exercise. Exercise 3.3. First question we did yesterday, and third question also we have done. So we will do the second question now. Exercise 3.3. 3.3, we will do the second question. Okay, second question we will do. So what is it? 5 by 7 comma 2 root 6 by 7 is a point on the terminal side of an angle theta in standard position. Determine the 6 trigonometric function values of angle theta. Okay, so first we will plot this. So it is said that is a point on the terminal side and it is in the standard position. Therefore take the point P here. So P is 5 by 7 comma 2 root 6 by 7. Because it is in the standard position, we take here. So this is the one. Okay. So now we will find R first. So this is 5 by 7 and this is 2 root 6 by 7. We have to find R. So what is R? So x is equal to 5 by 7 and y is equal to 2 root 6 by 7. So R is what? Root of x square plus y square. So what is it? Root of 25 by 49 plus 2 square is 4, root 6 square is 6. So 4 into 6, 24 by 7 square is 49. So it is equal to, what do you get? 49 by 49, which is equal to 1. So R is equal to 1. Okay, now we have to find the 6 trigonometric ratios. So what about cos theta? Cos theta, we have seen that it is x is equal x by r. So what is x? 5 by 7 by 1. So cos theta is equal to 5 by 7. And what about sin theta? Y by r. Y is 2 root 6. 2 root 6 by 7. R is 1. So cos theta is this. Now cos theta, what is the reciprocal of cos theta? Secant theta. So what is secant theta? 7 by 5. And sin theta reciprocal? Cosecant theta. So what is it? 7 by 2 root 6. What about tan theta? Tan theta is equal to opposite by adjacent. Opposite by adjacent. So here opposite is 2 root 6 by 7. Or you we can also take this sin theta by cos theta, which is equal to 2 root 6 by 7 divided by 5 by 7. So it is equal to 2 root 6 by 7 into 7 by 5. So it is equal to 2 root 6 by 5. So this is tan theta. Therefore, what about cot theta? Cot theta is reciprocal of tan. So we get 5 by 2 root 6. Okay. So we have found all the 6 ratios. Now coming to the next question, that is third we have done already. We will do the fourth question now. So question number 4. Fourth question. Question number 4. We have to prove that cot 180 plus theta sine 90 minus theta into cos of minus theta divided by sine 270 plus theta tan of minus theta cosecant 360 plus theta is equal to cos square theta into cot theta we have to prove. Okay, we will take the left hand side. Okay, so what is the left hand side? Cot 180 plus theta. So we will do this. So all students take chocolate. So this is 0 and 360. This is 90 and this is 180 and this is 270. So 180 plus theta, cot 180 plus theta, 180 plus theta lies in the third quadrant. So third quadrant cot is positive, tan and reciprocal is positive, so it is positive. And cot 180 is even, therefore it remains the same, therefore you get cot theta. Okay. Then comes sin 90 minus theta, this already you know, so it is cos theta. Cos minus theta is also cos theta divided by sin 270 plus theta. 270 plus theta is in the fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant sign is negative, therefore we have minus. Then 270 is odd, okay, 27 is odd, therefore sign becomes cos, so cos theta. Then tan of minus theta, we know it is minus tan theta, okay, so this is minus tan theta. Then we have cosecant 360 plus theta. 360 plus theta lies in the first quadrant. So first quadrant everything is positive. Okay, everything is positive. Therefore, we have 36 is even. Therefore, cosecant remains the same. Therefore, we have cosecant theta. So now this is equal to, what is cot theta? Cos theta by sin theta. And here One cos we can cancel. So remaining is cos theta by minus into minus is plus. Then tan theta is sin theta by cos theta, and cosecant theta is 1 by sin theta. Therefore, here sin theta gets cancelled. So, what is remaining now? Cos square theta by sin theta divided by 1 by cos theta. So, it is equal to cos square theta by sin theta into cos theta. So, it is equal to, what is it? We can write this as cos square theta into cos theta by sin theta. So, which is equal to cos square theta into tan cot theta, which is the right hand side. Hence, proved. Is it clear? Okay, now coming to the fifth question. Question number 5 in the exercise. So what is asked? Find all the angles between 0 and 360 which satisfy the equation sin square theta is equal to 3 by 4. So sin square theta is equal to 3 by 4 is given. So what do you get from this? What is sin theta from this? Plus or minus root 3 by 2. So now consider sin theta is equal to root 3 by 2. So when sin theta is equal to root 3 by 2, we know that sin 60 degree is equal to root 3 by 2, and also sin 120. Sin 120 is what? Sin 90 plus 30. Okay? Sin 90 plus 30. So sin 90 plus 30 is, what is it? Which quadrant? Second quadrant. Second quadrant, it is negative. Sin, no, second quadrant sign is positive, therefore it is plus. And 99 is odd, therefore sin becomes cos. Therefore we have cos 30. So cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Therefore, when sin theta is equal to root 3 by 2, we get theta is equal to 60 degree or 120 degree. Similarly, when sin theta is equal to minus root 3 by 2. What about minus root 3 by 2? We have 240, that is theta is 240 and 300. So we will check with that. What is sin 240? 240 can be written as sin 360. 360 minus, what is it? 80. Okay, we'll make it simple. So we'll take it as 240 can be written as sin 270 minus 30. Okay, which quadrant 270 minus 30? Third quadrant. So third quadrant, therefore minus, and sin will be 270 we are having, 27 is odd, therefore it changes, therefore we get cos 30. So cos 30 is minus root 3 by 2. So similarly, what about sin 300? So sin 300 is sin 360 minus 60. So it is in the fourth quadrant, sign is negative, so minus, and 36 is even. Therefore, we have only sin. So sin 60, which is equal to minus root 3 by 2. Then coming to the last question in the exercise, question number 6. We have to show that sin square pi by 18 plus sine square pi by 9 plus sine square 7 pi by 18 plus sine square 4 pi by 9 is equal to 2. Okay, now we have to prove this. So take the left hand side. What is pi? What's the value for pi? Okay, what is the value for pi? Pi is 180 degree. So what about the left hand side? Sine square. Left hand side is sine square. Sine square 180 by 18 plus sine square 180 by 9 plus sine square 7 into 180 by 18 plus sine square 4 into 180 by 9. So what is this now? So it is equal to sine square 10 plus sine square 20 plus sine square 70. Okay, because 18 gets cancelled, so you have 7 into 10, so 70 plus here also the same, so 9 goes in 80, 180 20 times, so sine square 4 into 20 80. So now what is sine square 90? Sine square 90 you can also write it as 90 minus 80. 10 எப்படி எழுதலாம்? 90 minus 18 எழுதலாம்ல. ஸோ அதே மாதிரி 20 எப்படி எழுதலாம்? 90 minus 70. Other two terms அப்படியே எழுதிரு. Okay, first two terms மட்டும் change பண்றோம், last two terms change பண்ண வேண்டாம். So what is this now? 90 minus theta is cos theta. அப்போ cos square 80. Similarly, this is cos square 70 plus sin square 70 plus sin square 80. இப்போ என்னமா கிடைக்குது? What is this? Sin square 80 plus cos square 80 plus sin square 70 plus cos square 70. அப்போ it is equal to 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2. Thank you, students.